Hey guys, we're in Ocean Isle, North Carolina, and you're looking out the window of our condo. This is the channel side of the island you're looking at. We're here on vacation, really enjoying this place. Not as commercialized as Myrtle Beach, but it's close enough to Myrtle Beach you can go and do the activities there if you want. This is my stylus, my Streamlight Stylus penlight. You can see it there. This is a great little EDC light that I've been carrying and EDCing. Have really enjoyed this light and found it very useful to have. Just recently it went through the washer and the dryer because I left it in my pants, and as you can see, still functions perfectly from what I can tell. I haven't had any problems with it. That's probably due to the fact that if you take the cap off here, you can see that there are some O-rings in the cap that probably kept the water out, I'm sure. The switch still works fine. I didn't see any evidence of corrosion on the batteries or inside the light itself, and that got me to thinking, I wonder how water resistant this thing is. I don't think it's listed as waterproof, but it is definitely water resistant, as you can tell. So I thought I might take it down to the beach today with us when we go to the beach and maybe test it a little bit and get some video and just see how it does. If this thing gets ruined in the test, then at least I'll know how far it can go. I already know that it can go through a washing machine. I've got another one that I have, and I got both of these at a great price, so I'm not that worried about it. But I thought I'd shoot some video, see how it does. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to take my stylus pen light, my Streamlight Stylus pen light, and it's going right here in this pocket. Film me till I get in the surf, okay? And we're going in the surf.
Like really soft and stuff.
I've been in there for 40 minutes. I looked at my watch, and we're going to get the pen light out and see if it works. It spent the entire time either submerged in the water in my pocket or in between waves. The surf was pounding me. But the majority of the time it was completely submerged, and of course it was wet even in the times when it wasn't submerged. Looks like it's still working. That's the momentary switch. We'll try the constant on. I can feel grit in there from the sand. Still working so far. Put it back in my pocket. We'll get back in the water in a little while, and I'll try to keep a record of how long it stays. Alright guys, I came out of the water. I was in there for another 20 minutes or so in the surf. It was really pounding us this time. I'm going to take my Streamlight out and take a look. Still working. Momentary switch works fine. Constant on is working. I don't recommend doing this, but it is. But I am kind of impressed. Seems to be working fine. We'll see how it works after a while. But as of right now, it's still working perfectly. I don't even feel the grid in it right now that I felt the first time. When I get it back to the room, to the condo, I'll open it up and see if it's wet inside at all. But it seems to be working all right now. All right, so we're back here at the condo, and we're looking at the flashlight. I've taken the hood off of the front of it. You can see the LED light there, and yes, it does work perfectly. Just looking over it, I'm not sure if there might be just a little bit of corrosion on this pocket clip. It's hard for me to tell. Right here. And honestly, I didn't look at it real close before, so I don't know if that just happened or if that was caused, or that happened since this little test in the salt water. But it's not really a big deal, and I'm not even sure that's corrosion. Could be. So anyway, the functioning of the light is perfect though. The tail cap turns on. Let's take the cap off, tail cap off. Looks like the O-rings moved a little bit. I don't feel any wet. Maybe a little bit of wetness right there. Maybe some water got through. Is that a drop of water right there? Yeah, there's a drop of water right there. So some water definitely did get into it. But it hasn't ruined the function of the knife, the function of the flashlight. It still functions properly. Will it corrode it now? Will it start corroding now over time? I don't know, only time will tell. I'll keep an eye on it for a week or so and see what happens. Update it. Okay, so here's a little update. Right after I filmed that last clip, I noticed that there was some corrosion on one of the batteries on the head. As you can look at these two batteries, you can see the one on the right has some rust on it, and I guess that's due to the fact that the water was getting in, that there was some water that got in and it caused some corrosion, at least on one of the batteries. So like I said, I don't recommend doing this with your flashlight, but at least we know that the flashlight is somewhat water resistant, and to a point, and that you can still count on it, at least this one. I could still count on it to work even after being in the ocean for an hour. It was right at an hour in the surf. Okay guys, here's some maybe bad news. Later that night, my wife and son went on a walk at night and took this light with them, and when it came back it wasn't working very well. It's now 3 weeks later. I'm at home back in Kentucky at my house, and I'm going to put some fresh batteries in here and see if it works. We'll check it out. Here's my good one. This is the way it should work. And here's the one we tested, so we're going to put the batteries in it. It takes 3 quadruple A batteries. There's 1. Make sure I put these in right. 2, 3, and we'll screw on the tail cap. Yeah, it should be coming. Wait a minute. You know what? It is actually still barely working. It's not working right. When I tapped it down, it came on brightly. This is the way it should work. Interesting. Interesting results. Let me check the momentary switch. That's actually working. That's shocking. I really didn't expect this to work at all. You could see it wasn't working very well at first, and then when I dropped it, it came on. So I don't know. That's I didn't expect it to work at all, but it is actually working well right now at the moment. So I'll go ahead and post this video with the results as it stands, and I'll keep you updated if something changes in the future. But I don't recommend, obviously, as I said before, I don't recommend doing this with your light, but pretty impressive results. After an hour in the surf, this light still works. 3 weeks later, this is the Streamlight Stylus. There you go. Hey guys, we're in Ocean Isle, North Carolina, and you're looking at the channel side of the island. Staying at a condo here on vacation, and just recently I had something kind of strange happen to me. My little Streamlight, great, this is broken, I gotta get a new one now.